Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
My name is Jo and I work in a button factory.
God.
One day my boss said to me,
Anyway.
Jo, are you busy? And I said, no.
We haven't yet had any complaints about Brian, have we?
No, everyone's like, oh my God, I love Brian.
Brian, you still with us?
What did someone comment on YouTube? Was it YouTube?
YouTube.
YouTube. Oh my God, YouTube.
Right.
Yeah, they said they love it, so here I am.
It's so weird hearing a male voice.
I know, I don't like it.
Sexist.
Jokes, I love you.
Sexist. What are we talking about today?
Just a bit of everything. Why are you pulling that face? Do you know what? She acts like I don't send her a document with the next few weeks and the topics we're discussing, and as if the top one didn't say catch up, and she sits here and goes, what?
You sent it me yesterday when I was at the wedding.
That's you.
Monday wedding. Do you know what? Actually, just roll the intro. I'll talk about it on there.
All right, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and welcome,
The Unfiltered Bride Podcast. Tips from the top table and beyond.
so you know it's going to be juicy.
Shall I tell you what's hard to find? Good caterers. We've bitched enough about how bad they can be.
Well, I have a company who we need to shout about, and that is Epic Caterers. I've worked with them, tried their food, and met the team, and cannot recommend them highly enough.
Epic Caterers are known for their delicious, bespoke, tailored menus, but did you know they literally can do anything you want?
From formal 5-course dinners to feast sharing meals to street food, they can cover it all, which is such a change from your boring menu A, B, or C.
Epic have a dedicated team of chefs, event managers, front of house team, and waiting staff who have all worked with them for years, so no teenagers in questionable uniforms.
And their office team support throughout the planning process. Their communication is second to none.
If you're looking for caterers for your wedding or event that provide great food, great service, and even make you Marmite butter, you need to check out these guys.
And if you quote Unfiltered Bride to them, they'll even be able to offer you unique pricing. You're welcome.
Go check out Epic Caterers on their socials. The bride had like red hair and I just loved it. She had like an
Nice.
all white wedding and her hair was red and I was like, oh my God, that's going to look unreal.
Did it look unreal?
Yeah.
Stop
unreal.
picking all the hair off your top.
Sorry, I got dog hair on me.
Yeah, because I did that Red's wedding and she's obviously got the reddest red
I
hair.
don't know. I just found it sexy.
It is sexy.
I was like, go girl.
I'm into girls that are... There's the title. I'm into girls. I'm into girls that stick with their hair colour for their wedding, wear their glasses for their wedding, just like anything that's them being like, this is me. This is what I do.
No, I did a wedding for Gemma, my friend, and she was like, oh, I don't know where to wear it. And she took her glasses off for the start. And then I was looking at, she got like a full album back, or like sent me some previews of what would come back. And I was like, do you know what, Gemma? I'm so glad you put your glasses on.
Yeah,
because I was like, looking at her, I was like, that's not Gem.
Yeah, she looks beautiful, but
I was like, that's not you.
Yeah.
That is just not Gemma.
Can I tell you a secret?
Go on.
It's not even a secret. I'm actually really angry with myself
Why?
because if I got married now, I look better now than I did when I got married, and I just made more effort now than when I got married.
I disagree.
No, definitely look better now.
I feel like you are on the
I feel
verge.
like I'm coming into myself a bit more.
You're on your verge of your transition.
What? Not changing genders.
That's news to me.
No, but like, I don't know, like, I just feel like...
I feel like I'm finding myself.
And I'm going to say this in the most respectful way possible. Like,
do I want to hear this?
Respectful way possible. Like, I feel like you got cooler.
Yeah, no, cooler isn't right, because I'm not aiming for cool, because that's not very me. I just feel like I know who I am a little bit more now.
You own your...
Yeah, and I'm pissed off at my wedding, at me at my wedding, because I had no idea what I was trying to be, or who I was trying to be.
Yeah, but I feel like
weird,
you
isn't it?
blossom because you're like, I did my colour analysis. I did all
That's
of
what I mean.
this.
All fucking after my wedding.
You've done a lot of work.
I know. So then it
A lot
makes
of
me
Botox,
question.
a lot of filler. I'm joking.
Do you know what? I'm not ruling out Botox, but I haven't had it yet. I'll let you know. Maybe we should do it on an episode.
I haven't.
Oh my god, should we do it on an episode?
I haven't had it for like months and months and months. And I was just like, I need it again, because we know when you get it, it just makes.
No, I've never had it.
Honestly, when you get, I'm not promoting it.
That's what I mean. Are we being bad for saying even about it?
Because a lot of women our age have it. I don't care. It's my fucking podcast. If I want to go for Botox, I'll go for Botox.
Okay. Should we doing it on an episode though?
Yeah, YOLO. But also, like, that's not. This is what I mean. We bring reality. Like,
do you know what? All right, fair. Yeah.
Like, we bring reality. A lot of people get Botox. I don't. As long as you're safe, if you do it, and you go to a registered practitioner.
I wish someone had said to me before my wedding. I don't know, because I was trying then as well, but I feel like if you don't know what you're doing, I don't know. Like, wait.
But I mean, don't go and get Botox for your wedding. Like, that's ridiculous.
Why
I'm not
though?
saying that because it's not for your wedding.
That's what I mean.
It's a long term.
I'm annoyed that I had the colour analysis post-wedding. I'm annoyed that I lost a bit of weight post-fucking wedding. I'm annoyed that I didn't do my hair how I wanted to do my hair. I'm annoyed that I didn't do my skincare how I wanted to do my. I didn't know my makeup. So, like, I didn't know any of my style, and now I know it. And I'm like fucking annoyed. If I redid it now, I'd look way better.
Well, let's redo it then.
I don't think Brian will let me.
But hold on, things change, don't they? Surely your style 4 years ago, I know we didn't get married 4 years ago, but 4 years ago you would have chosen different clothes to now. So in 4 years' time, you're going to look back and go, I'm annoyed.
Right, say if you shaved your head now, say if that was now your bit and you had 2 years in, you're like, fuck, I look 10 times better with my hair. You'd look back at your wedding photos and be like, I'm fucking annoyed that I didn't shave my head before.
I think
that's the only way I can put it into man perspective.
I just think it's what it is.
I know, but
you can't change it. There's no point getting annoyed.
So I know you're saying that, and I'm gonna say this to you in a nicer way as possible. Until you do it, you don't know.
Fuck you.
No. You
just fuck you. I'm gonna have the wedding of your fucking dreams.
I know. And then 2 years later, I'm gonna go, do you know what I mean? You're like, yeah.
What was I thinking?
There's so much. But then I also, on the train, I didn't tell Brian this, on the train to a wedding on Saturday, I watched, so Hannah, my bridesmaid, did me content creatory kind of 2 little videos, one from our legal wedding, one from our wedding, and I watched them. I had the best time.
I was going to say, like, genuinely though, like, looking at your wedding, like, there's not much I would have done differently if I was you.
I wouldn't have changed the wedding. I literally would have just changed myself.
It was the best day ever.
I know, I agree.
It was the best one I've ever been to.
Thanks. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. I don't know why. I think it's because I've changed.
I might have put you in a different venue now.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I went to a London wedding the other day and I was like, fuck, but that's not me. So there's no point in me pretending to do that either.
Do you feel like you probably would? I think you would have made it more of a 3-day celebration kind of thing.
Again, as well, if money was no object, I'd have a whole different
Anyway,
thing.
We're not dwelling on that. Anyway.
No, but I do feel like it's an interesting thing to talk about because people message me and they're like, oh, I know. Somebody messaged me the other day and they were like, oh, I know you said about feeling puffy on your wedding day. Do you now look back and not worry about it? And I'm like, no, actually, I do look back at it and think, for fuck's sake. Have you seen that everyone's tying their ears?
What?
There's a thing where everybody's tying hairbands around their ears and it apparently does the lymph thingy and drains
lymphatic drainage.
Yeah.
No,
you can fucking laugh, Brian, but I'm actually going to try it because
you are. Do you know what? You're just
I just
like
did a
Brian.
fucking TikTok
You're
hole.
like Brian McFadden. Like literally, you are like your fads. And do you know what? That's thing. That's one thing you've not been good at. You used to be good at.
What?
But you're not good at anymore.
Fucking tell me what.
Your fads.
No, I've always had fads because I'll do it for a year.
No, you've not even. This is what I mean. You've not done it for a year.
Bring up my fucking vision board. Tick.
Your walking pad.
I'm fucking on it at the moment.
Wow, you're back on it for the first day after a week.
I have not been in that office. Anyway, what I was going to tell you is I've started mouth taping.
I want to do that.
Beth, right, I'm just going to, if you're watching, I apologise. Listen. Did you hear that? No. It's because it doesn't click anymore.
Oh my God, mine does that though. Look.
Every single time I open my mouth wider, it would click. I have been mouth taping for maybe a week, 2 weeks. It has got, listen.
I need to do that because obviously, you can't do in the bedroom because my mouth clicks.
What? Can you elaborate on that bit?
I can't perform in any sexual activity that involves
you don't
my
have to
mouth.
open your mouth that wide. Don't be silly.
But it clicks.
Legit. I swear on my life, I did it because I like a fad. I agree, I do. I buy whatever I see on TikTok.
So
tried it and I'm like, what
I'm
the
going to do
hell?
it. I've been looking at it and I saw you did it and then you didn't post an update. So I was like, oh, she's
sorry,
just
I will
up.
do an update. No, I haven't given up.
This is what annoys me.
No, but I like trying something and then if it doesn't work, I won't. But at least I've tried it.
But you've not told me it's
all right. I'll give a mouth update.
You've not
I will. By the time this episode airs, I will have done an update.
Thank you, because I follow along. I am a fan.
The mouth tape, the one I got isn't sticky enough, I don't think. So I'm going to try some other ones.
Does
to let
it
you
come
know which
off,
one.
or you do wake up with it on?
Both. 50-50.
Does your breath stank when you wake up?
I don't think so. Brian?
I'm up before her normally anyway. So.
Oh, lazy.
No,
lazy
say it
girl.
normally because the last 2 days. So I really feel like wedding season has ended in terms of like the madness that I was in. I'm now on like 1-2 a week. I've got 1 week where I've got 3 a week. Like this is fucking doable. So I feel like my life has routine again. I have a bit of normality. I sent you my calendar the other day and you were like, fucking hell, it's like There's nothing in it.
It's white.
This is what normal people's calendars look like. There's like 3 things in it.
I did that for whatever day. I had a day, maybe Sunday, I don't know. And I was like, I can't remember what day it was. I was busy Saturday. There was a day, can't remember. Anyway, and I was like, what do I do now?
Mate, I'm not good with the quiet.
And then I was like, normally
I
I'd jump on emails because I'd be like, okay, I've been out and I need to catch up. My inbox was done. I was like, I'm going to watch telly. I'm going to watch telly.
I've watched TV.
Unapologetically, I just sat and watched telly without a thought in my mind.
Do you know what I've been doing? Watching telly, playing cards with Isla.
Cute.
We're well into our cards again. What else? I've just enjoyed the laziness for a little bit. Oh, the house move has been pushed back. That's annoying.
You did say in the other episode.
So fuming.
When are you putting your Christmas decorations up?
1st December, Sunday the 1st of December. It's already blocked off in the calendar. And don't forget, we've got our letters from the year before.
Oh yeah.
We write our letters and wrap them up in the Christmas tree. So I'm buzzing because there is some stuff that I did not know would happen this year.
Yeah.
Happening. So that's lovely. Lovely.
Okay. What was I saying anyway?
We were on about mouth taping.
No, before that.
Fads. Me looking ugly at my wedding.
You didn't look ugly.
But then I saw some of the videos and was like,
you definitely
okay.
look younger. Not that you look older now. I don't think you look older. I don't know. I can't tell you what it is, but you just do look different.
I know.
Like, I want to say you look maturer, but I don't know if that's...
I feel maturer because I
feel like you're more of a
know what
woman.
I'm doing. I agree. You know when you watch people on a red carpet and I'm like, that's cool. Or when people are like, sorry, Brian, who would you, like, which celebrity would you want to be with? And I'm like, cool, Chris Hemsworth. I can't picture me and Chris Hemsworth. He's an adult.
Yeah.
I'm not an adult. He's grown. Like, and it's only now that I'm thinking maybe I'm a little bit more grown. Because maybe I'd be able to have a conversation with Chris Hemsworth now.
I just feel like, as well, like, your era, your whole brand was built upon like the pink and the spots and all of that, and then you had a full rebrand at home, didn't you? You changed that
I think the problem with weddings is your personality does change, and I worry about people that are getting married at 23. This is why people have renewals, I guess.
I worry about people that listen to the podcast episode 1.
I know,
because we speak about different shit.
I know,
have different opinions.
I'm growing up.
I'm grown.
I am. Oh, it's so stressful, isn't it? But Brian, do you think I've changed?
Yeah, definitely.
Like what though? It's hard, isn't it?
It's weird because if someone said, "Oh, Georgie," I'd be like, "No," because I see you so frequently. I see you so frequently. I get like the little changes in small doses, so you don't see that big change. But when I look back at you,
it's a different person. But it's also not a different person.
Think how were you old enough to have Isla?
Mate, I wish you knew me when I was 21. Because to be fair to us, we had our shit together at 21. Like. I look at people having children now and I'm like, fuck, we did that.
Yeah.
Like 11 years ago. My child's 11. I'm now at the point, which is the moment I've been waiting for my whole life, is when people are like, oh, you got kids? And I'm like, yeah, I've got an 11-year-old. Oh my God, you don't look old enough to have an 11-year-old. And I'm like, yes!
I'm a cool mom.
Yes! I'm buzzing for that.
Okay.
Made me happy.
I saw something on TikTok, which I wanted to show you.
Okay. Sorry for that downer, guys. I don't want you to worry about your weddings, but equally... my takeaway from this is to take some time to find out about you. You know what I mean?
Ready?
Yeah.
Are any other 2025 brides getting to that point in wedding planning where they're ready to just cancel the whole thing and elope?
Yes.
No, just me. So I've had an email this morning because we gave our notice, and I had an email from the registrar that we booked back in 2023. Now, I put it in my budget in 2023. It's on the spreadsheet, £484 for us to get married at our venue, for the registrar, etc. Email I've received this morning, £570. Ooh. So between 2023 and 2024, it has gone up £84. And it also says it will go up again on the 1st of April. They can't tell me how much by, they can't tell me how much to, but we get married after that date. So not only is it now more than it was when I booked it, it's going to be even more. And I am not okay with it. Like, I could get married in the registry office for £70.
That's not true.
And I'm paying an extra £500 on top of that to get married at my venue that I've already spent a fortune on. And I'm stuck. I am literally stuck in it now because we've given our notice and we've put in where we're getting married, etc., etc. And they're going to put the price up again.
She's not
done.
Stuck. So first,
that was Ree. Her name's Ree, and it says Curvy Style and Fitness.
So I have a couple of takeaways from that and a couple of things. First of all, very annoying. Very, very annoying. Stuff like that where it's... So yours might be different, but mine is whatever the price you book at is the price it is. It's not going to go up. There's no changes for me. However, you work with flowers and things like that, so therefore it probably does change.
No, it doesn't.
Does it not?
No, because...
You base it
It's
on
kind
the
of
rate that...
our problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, we don't find out until we go to auction.
So I would say any like independent suppliers their prices aren't going to change. Catering,
yes,
potentially will. Drink potentially will. And then registry. I would say they're the only three things that are likely to... Venues do it as well though, don't they? Venues are a bit sneaky.
I think food massively, like... it's so hard because I see it from the other side as a business owner after obviously the budget's been announced.
Yeah.
And obviously...
all of our... Everything has gone up.
Yeah, so like
everything.
Our national insurance contributions have gone up. Minimum wage has gone up. Not that anyone's on minimum wage, but if they were, that's gone up. So
but when the minimum wage goes up, you feel like you have to put other people's things up. So what's the other one? Corporation tax. That's gone up.
So like as a business, is it viable to continue charging the prices that we've charged and still survive? That's what you've got to look at as well. And it's really, really hard because I think people think, oh, they're a big business, they're doing it. A lot of wedding businesses aren't huge.
And if they are businessy, like I would say I'm on the grand scheme of wedding suppliers, quite a big business, as in we do a lot of weddings. The outgoings of just all of the tax on it, all of the travel, everything like that, it goes pretty quick. Salaries, because the more weddings you do, the more people you need. The more people, the more everything costs.
So yeah, it's like you can see I can see technically the registrars because I'm like, okay, it was 484 or whatever
in 2023.
In 2023, then you've got 2025. You've got the minimum wage has gone up from X to X, so they're probably paying the registrars
petrol costs,
fuel costs, building where they actually in the registry office where they do all the admin.
There is actually an answer to this.
Okay.
First of all, I think 70 might be a little. I don't know. I don't remember it being that cheap. We had a ceremony where you can have a ceremony at a registry office though. So if you were literally going to sign the paperwork, maybe it's more like, I'd say it's 100 and then get your friend to do it.
Yeah.
That is your actual answer. You can cancel it. You can change the date on it and say, we want to change that and do it on a week before. I just don't think people are getting the whole celebrant, mates, officiant, registrar debacle.
But I also think, we've said it before, you need this buffer in your budget.
100%.
Because like...
Stuff happens
and it's really tough. Like, I don't think photographers should be increasing their price once you've booked.
Yes, agreed.
I don't think planners
Nobody should. Sorry to interrupt, but nobody should.
Yeah, it's hard in catering.
But inflation, everyone knows inflation's happening. It's always a surprise. Like this budget that's just come out. Oh my God, things are getting more expensive. Of course it was. Everything is getting expensive.
We get the finance
businesses should be thinking, my prices next year are going to be X. Next year after that's going to be X. You can't
but then
just
we get everybody being like,
because...
why is our wedding more expensive just because it's in 2026?
Yeah, because of inflation, of course. The costs are going to increase every single
year. You can't
year.
Predict inflation.
Well, to an extent, you can. To an extent, you can. You can't because then it's a scapegoat, isn't it? If you put in the contract, I can put my prices up by whatever. You can then just go, inflation. Well, have you put it up exactly by inflation? Probably not.
I mean, food, I think catering do allow. I think in the contracts, it's like, we have to charge you.
Yeah. But then a lot of them don't.
No, but
they put the price of the menu as £85 a head and then try and do that.
But I do think you should have a buffer.
I agree, you should have a buffer. Because also, I spoke to a bride the other day whose bridesmaid dresses got stolen from the warehouse that they were being made in. So they had to charge more to get a rush order on it. Like dress alter, like there's so many things. Like you should, what buffer though? How much?
Well, I had a client the other day and we charge a damage deposit now. She was like, well, I can't afford that. And I was like, well, it was in your contract.
Oh.
She said, but I can't afford it. And it was a £250 damage deposit because we just can't keep chasing people for damages. Because they're like, the venue have damaged it. And I'm like, look, that's between you guys, but like, we need to replace our stock pretty ASAP. Yeah. And she's like, and I was like, look, it's fine, but like, just be aware that you may have some damages. And she paid it straight away. So it wasn't an issue.
I spoke to someone the other day who's hiring a baby grand piano shell thing. And the hire of it was literally like £100. The damages deposit on it is £2,000. But like, where are you getting £2,000 from before your wedding?
I know. That's pretty extortionate.
The issue with weddings is all money, isn't it? And it's not whether you've got money or haven't got money or things like that. But it's some people can't find £250 just for their wedding.
The thing is, though, as well, it's also like the suppliers. doing this because of previous experience, because we've lost trust, because people haven't kept up
Paid
their end
and
and been, so I get it, like from a business point of view, like I do genuinely get it, because it is a nightmare. $2,000, I mean, it's excessive.
$2,000's mad, isn't it?
But it's also like, if
that's what it'll cost to fix it,
to replace.
Yeah.
But then insurance and things like, it's like there's so, again, business insurance.
Guys, get wedding insurance.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. But then that wouldn't cover you for any of that.
If like something got stolen or damaged, I think it would.
But if you damage that piano shell, wedding insurance isn't covering that. We need somebody on here from a wedding insurance company. We need to know the fucking rules of, because we just tell people blindly to get wedding insurance because we know it'll cover you more than not having it, but it also won't cover you for a lot.
Yeah.
I want to play you something now, please. Whilst we're on the topic of money, our favourite topic, isn't it, Brian?
We've all heard the age-old tale that we need to stop buying avocados so that we can afford a house. I want to know where that kind of energy was when no one told me that by the age of 28, I would literally become Katherine Heigl in 27 dresses. I'm not like those people. I'm going to tell you guys straight up. If you leave your hometown and you know people from other cities, you're going to have to travel for all of their weddings. I'm literally out here turning into Mr. Worldwide Pitbull. At least I will be well-traveled. Best financial advice that I can give you is prepare. Get ready. Start saving your money. Lower the percentage that you're putting into your 401k. You're never retiring. You're welcome. We've all heard the age-old tale.
But it's true of like, if I looked at, so going back to, I'm going to talk about this London wedding all the fucking time because it was just phenomenal and I can't tell you why. It was just the vibe was perfection. That was a lot of friends in that room. They are all getting married. They had 99 people at that wedding. Let's assume that there was probably 25 family. It wasn't many older. I put in thingies, older people. You're going to all of their wedding. I did one of the couples that was their wedding this year. So I know that all of those mates have been to at least 2 weddings. I'm so glad that I've got many friends.
Better this.
I got a small little circle.
I was speaking. Who was I speaking to? Was it you?
Me?
No. I don't know who I was speaking to over the last few days. I was just talking about like, I feel like there's been a bit of a crash in the wedding industry.
Oh, yeah.
And like, Brian, what's the average salary?
35 grand.
35
That's
grand.
quite a lot, isn't it?
Not with the fucking price.
No, but the average salary, I would have assumed it was a bit less than that.
No, so you've got a household on 70k.
It's median. So if you line them all up in a row, the middle one's 35 grand.
I know what median means, Brian. I teach our daughter.
Or maybe somebody listening doesn't know the difference between average and median.
But genuinely,
like
as say a couple on a normal salary, 70 grand household, fine. Who maybe you've got a kid.
Yeah.
What's
the average children? 1.4.
How the fuck are you paying for a wedding?
Yeah.
How the fuck are you?
Unless your parents are paying for it, you are not having these big ass 40 grand weddings.
Not even that. Like you say, like what's the average spend of a wedding?
Well, it's at 17 and a half, isn't it? But
yeah, okay, let's say 25 grand for the sake of this.
let's just round it up.
Because that's pretty much
our average weddings. I think we've said is 25-30, as in I'm not using the word good.
I can't say that for my clients.
Okay, I would say I do the range of clients. Yeah. I have very high end and I have very low end. So my range, I would say 25 to 30 grand wedding is your typical amongst potentially listeners.
Okay,
carry on.
I
got in fucking trouble for this last time, didn't we?
I know, but I was like, my bride's gonna be like, Beth, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, valid. But like, how are you, right? Everyone's mortgage has gone up, right? So you're paying for your mortgage, you're paying for your bills, you're paying to live, and you're paying for like maybe a holiday a year. Like, come on, that's like a normal life. Like, that's a pretty average. That sounds horrible. A pretty average life.
That's a nice life. Normal life.
Christmas presents, birthday presents, a few of your mates' weddings here and there.
Yep.
How the fuck are you paying for a wedding without any financial help?
Yep. Credit card.
But this is what I mean. I feel like before mortgages were much lower.
Yeah. Our mortgage was. How much was it, Brian? I'm so glad you got a mic.
What do you mean?
What was our mortgage before all the interest rates went up?
£500.
And what's it now?
1,000.
Exactly. So it's doubled.
Literally
so that
doubled.
£500 probably people would put in savings.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. Most people put that in savings.
That would have been what we paid to save up for the wedding. So what's £500 a month times 2 years? Brian.
12 grand.
That's not even paying for a wedding.
But like
imagine having to save £500 a month for a wedding. How long it would take you to get married?
I know, and this is what I just don't like. It baffles me if people are not getting financial help from family. it's tough. Like, it's tough to
or
fucking
prior
just,
savings, or
it's tough to just
This
live.
is why people aren't proposing, because you're asking the question, then going, "Lol, we can't afford it though."
But also, people are rather putting more money, paying off their mortgage a bit earlier, or putting it into savings, or
Buying avocados.
or do you know what I mean? I feel like people are now way more money savvy.
I know,
Hey,
but
Brian?
also,
I just think I agree with you. I don't know how people, if there's two people on minimum wage or below average salary, which is actually half or less people statistically. I don't know how they're living, never mind saving for.
how
You
much
cannot
could we
talk
save?
over him.
Sorry,
Carry on,
I'm
Brian. I couldn't hear your last section because your wife overspoke.
Story of my life.
Oh, you've said that joke already.
No, I genuinely, I don't know how the average person or below average person on or below average salary is just getting through day-to-day life, never mind a wedding. And that's two people on full-time minimum wage or just above salaries.
Who work fucking hard, who've got like, do you know what I mean? It's
Brian,
crazy.
if we were going to get married now, if you just proposed and I said, cool, how much can we save for the wedding? How much a month could we actually even save if we wanted to? And I would say, and we're very good with money. We don't have many outgoings.
Well, it depends. We'd have to go without doing other things like saving or investing or anything like that. It depends on, you can prioritise it.
You wouldn't let us not save and invest.
Well, no, I wouldn't pause saving and investing for 2 years just for a wedding. I just wouldn't do that.
And that's the thing, people blow that pot of money, which is, you always need that pot of money.
Yeah, that's our retirement.
So I do genuinely think people aren't getting married as much as they were.
What are they doing then?
I think people are just living. Do you know what I mean?
Longer engagement, but are they still getting married?
I don't know. I think people are choosing to have children over weddings.
Do you know what we should do?
What?
This would disrupt the whole industry.
Go on.
A big wedding. Everybody comes and gets married. Like, it's like registry
How
office.
many we can get in?
Like registry office. So you go and legally
Didn't they
marry.
try and do that the other day, like a world record? How many people would get
maybe.
married in one day?
But then imagine doing that bit and then joining the party in the evening. And you've all got your little sweetheart tables. And then it's a big party and dance and blah, blah, blah. For just the people that just want to get married, but a little bit more than that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like, I enjoyed our legal wedding, but it wouldn't have been enough for me.
Yeah. I think it's really hard. Anyway, we're not going to dwell on it
It's
because
a depressing episode.
I know. It does baffle me.
Yeah.
But I just think this is, again, my reminder. Don't do it if you can't, or don't go beyond your means.
I would like you to be financially intelligent before you get married, and I would like you to have figured out what you like about yourself and who you are before you get married. What would you like before people get married?
Me?
Yeah.
Make sure you actually want to marry each other, because I had loads of cancellations.
Yeah.
Like, I've had more than ever before.
Are they splitting up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had a few split ups.
I just want people to be happy. Marriage doesn't make you happy. I don't know. I'm not speaking from.
Would you say marriage doesn't make you
doesn't
happy?
make you happy?
No,
It's
no.
not going to fix all the problems.
It's not. It doesn't. No. Again, me and Brian differ on this, but nothing in our life has changed at all. Apart from we had a really great time and we brought all our friends and family together.
But also, do you think that's different?
And actually more
because
drama.
You had kids first.
So I still stand by the fact that I'm so glad we had a child before we got married, whereas Brian was the opposite and wish we had it the other way around.
Because I feel like you know each other. Like, you've
100%.
gone through the hardest thing
We've
in
got
your
shit
life.
to talk about in our vows, and not just like, oh, it's nice to meet you. You've been really great so far. I want to be like, yeah, you're fucking good now. We're all right. We got through
You were
that.
a prick.
You were a right prick for a while there, but look at us now.
Who would have thought?
So yeah. I think I had more TikToks. Hold on.
Right, I'm going to do a whole episode on this, but I've got to talk about something that pissed me off. Pissed me fucking off.
This is a very negative episode then. I'll finish with something fun. I'll try and think of something fun in the meantime.
The 2025 trends that got released.
I don't.
You know what I'm on about.
Tell me them.
This is what got released. And I was like...
We will do a whole episode on that. I would like you to go away and get 10 trends and I'll go away and get 10
honey,
trends.
I've got them. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready to go because...
Maybe that could be next week.
I was going to do a post on it and I was like, do you know what? I'm saving that for the pod because it needs some more passion. I can't just type this out.
More passion.
The
more
hottest
energy.
wedding trends of 2025.
Who
guys,
says this?
I don't want to name and shame.
Okay.
But guys, I'm not saying I agree or disagree, but I'm going to do a full episode. So don't listen to this thinking that we're saying these are the hottest wedding trends of 2025. Okay.
this is somebody else's. Can I have my opinion on it?
No, we're going to do it in the
episode. So
Yeah.
why are we doing it now?
I'm just
for fun. Okay.
Heart-shaped wedding cakes.
So I'm just going,
Or will you say yeah or no?
You just told me I can't say
Okay,
yeah or no.
Say yeah or no.
Yeah.
Wedding content creators.
50-50.
Mini wedding dresses.
Always.
Wedding videos.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, the flowers as well. What do you mean wedding videos?
This is what fucking pissed me off. All right, guys.
All the videographers are like, what? Why are we now a trend?
And then I can't get
These
to
are people's livelihoods.
literally. The last one went, colourful wedding flowers. Right, for me,
Tablecloths.
this is, again, I want you all to remember to take everything with a pinch of salt that you see online, because
Big fat pinch of salt.
for me, if I was getting married in 2025 and saw that, I'd be so uninspired. I'd be like,
100%.
What wedding videos? What colourful flowers? Like, are we doing colourful flowers in 2025? Not really. We're doing bold flowers. Like, there's a difference. Like, we're not. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just was like, guys, like, these are some big platforms that are posting this.
Yeah.
We've been doing videography for fucking years. Wedding video.
Years
Upon years. Like, how uninspiring.
I'm really gonna go and do my homework for this next episode.
Honestly,
then.
I've got mine lined up, and I wonder.
Don't tell me any of yours then, because I want to see if
I'm so excited.
Are yours more style heavy?
Yeah, I am just so excited to share and go into detail about it, because, like, there's certain types of dresses that we're wearing in 2025, 2026, and they're good and they're sexy, and, like, I'm just.
Shh. No more.
So stay tuned for that episode.
I find it hard with trends, because I obviously I'm in the wedding, during the wedding, and I'm like, oh, they're doing that. I've only seen that this year. It's harder to look forward at ones. What do I think will be in? We should do a post as well and ask people what they think will be on the list.
Yeah, I agree. What have you seen at weddings that are cool?
They had a really cool cake. I told you I'm just going to talk about this London wedding for the whole episode.
Is it the pavlova?
No, it wasn't a pavlova, but it was just a simple big ass
with
one
loads
tier,
of
loads of raspberries on top. And it just looked like
that's in my
fire.
2025 trend.
Is it?
Yeah, that is in my 2025.
Yeah,
trend.
I looked at it and was like, fuck, it's a cool cake.
And do you know why? Do you want me to tell you why?
Go on.
Because these big fucking London hotels want to charge you extortionate prices to cut cake and bring cakes in. And a lot of these London hotels have got patisserie chefs.
Yeah, and they're like, we'll fucking make you cake.
So we'll make it, and
because it wasn't the most important thing at their wedding.
Yeah,
they probably just went, yeah, cool.
Also,
and they literally walked over later and was like, fuck, a cake looks cool. And I'm like, love that attitude of it.
I freaking love a pavlova.
Yeah, I do like a pavlova. But then I did that a couple of years ago, so in my head I'm like, oh, that was then.
Yeah, but no, it's coming back
around.
around.
That's fine, it can come back around.
Coming back around.
What else did I really love about? Oh, it's not about that London wedding, but suppliers, just guys, pick your suppliers well. I don't know how to put that in.
Wait, did you have a good time?
I had a good time, but some of the other suppliers might not have had a good time.
Why? Because of you?
No, it's never me. I am genuinely.
It's never me.
It's not me. I've got
Brian,
nothing to.
Your wife is so much in denial all the time.
I swear, I'm.
It's never me.
I'm very. Hold the fuck on. Let me
Story of
explain.
my life.
Let me explain. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Listen.
Right. I don't. Shut up. I'm explaining. I don't have a thing. I'm not taking the photos, so I haven't got to be stood anywhere. I'm not doing a video. I haven't got to be stood anywhere. I don't care if you walk in front of me during the ceremony. I don't care. Like, I'm with the bride and groom. I'm doing the bits that they want to do, which is I'm just making sure it's running and actually probably helping the other people. It's typically videographers versus photographers versus content creators, because all of those people are trying to get to the same bit and be in the same area, and who's in charge and who's doing this. So I'm not typically the person annoying people, because I'm not having an opinion on that. But watching it is very interesting. Very interesting. So I feel like people need to, I don't know, couples need to really think about these, you know, when photographers recommend videographers and vice versa.
It's important.
Take it, like, ask for more. But do photographers get annoyed about giving recommendations all the time?
No, because they want to work with people.
Yeah, that's what I think. But having a photographer and videographer meet on the day is tricky, because the personalities were different.
My favourite was a wedding that we did together.
I don't even know where you're about.
And the videographer or photographer, I can't remember which one it was. Photographer. Maybe the photographer went to, so how many weddings have you done then? Like, how many weddings have you been a part of? Like,
to me?
No, to the fucking videographer or photographer. Yeah. And she was like, hundreds. And he was like, oh, I didn't think you'd done a lot. And she was literally like,
Fuck
I was
you.
like, what a way to get off the start. Because if I was a photographer, I'd be like, who's your videographer? I'm going to go look at their work, maybe connect with them beforehand. Hey, like.
But then these ones did connect beforehand. They were just very different personalities and
personality's key.
Yeah.
But how do you find that out? Maybe through Zoom?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, because they weren't.
A bride said to me, oh, I'm thinking of booking this photographer. And I was like, he's great. I was like, but like, do you need more like on the day? Because he's quite reserved.
Yes.
I was like, do you want a bit more?
Oh, fine. Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, because my partner's not great at having photos. I'm gonna like, you need some energy. You need some energy. And you need someone that's going to be
You've
a bit
really
like,
got to figure out the type of person that you're looking for way before you look at their photos and things like that.
And she was like, oh yeah, really good point. I was like, because otherwise it's going to be like, if he's awkward and he's quite shy.
Yes.
Like I was a bit like, photos great. Like worked with them before. Not a problem. Like,
yeah.
If you, like,
this
highly recommend.
It's not the product. It's the attitude on it. So I've done some where the photographer, it's a photo shoot, and then I do actually, that's a lie. I then do have to be the bad person and be like, guys, we need to let them have some drinks reception, because they've spent the whole time doing photos now, and that's my job to step in and be like, I always say to my couples at the start, if you don't want to be doing photos anymore, just let me know. Yeah, because some people want to do it. Like you do you. I don't mind. But if you don't feel comfortable saying we're done, like let me go, then tell me. And
it's like when you've got to have your school photos done and you're like, oh,
this is like, it's just too much. And then you just
I think you can tell, can't you? And you're like,
good photographers can tell. Yeah.
No, I mean you.
Oh, I can definitely tell, because I'm like, you're bored.
You're bored. Come on, I'm bored. Come on.
It's just interesting. I really enjoy watching that bit. How the
dynamic.
Yeah. And then throw a content creator in the mix just for bants.
Oh,
it was very sweet.
I had a wedding that had 3 different photographers, 2 videographers, 2 content creators. And they did different parts of the day, weirdly.
That is weird.
But I don't know whether it's because the first photographer was like, he's got like 4 million followers. Like,
oh, fair.
I think he's pretty.
Yeah, you do you.
You
carry on. Content creator. Okay, stay back.
you do what you want to do. And then had a different one for the rest of the day, maybe. I don't know.
Interesting.
But like their portrait, the church, I don't know, because I've seen photos from that photographer's shirt. I don't know.
Okay.
Fuck knows.
Well, okay.
But all the photos are incredible.
I don't know what your point you're trying to make there was.
I don't know. Me neither.
I
you don't need multiple photographers from different.
Yeah. But I spoke to a couple the other day who have got a photographer, a videographer, a content creator kind of, but then the venue have said, do you mind if we have a content creator to get some venue content? So they asked me, and I was like, I would say yes to it, because
I'd say no, hun, just ask the content creator for it.
But I think the content creator is new and learning. So, but she was like, I want, this is a cool wedding, they got a lot going on, they probably need, because my question was, have you got second shooters? Because I actually thought they probably need a second shooter. But I said, why don't you say yes to it, but ask them to focus on the venue. When you go off for your couple's photos, I don't want the venue content creator, to come on the couple shoot, because it's too much.
I worked with a content creator the other day, and I was just like, okay, like cool, like didn't really think much of it, because I was like, when I saw her work, I was like, fuck me, you're good.
Was it?
I was like, I've now found.
Wow.
I was like, you are good. you are good.
Oh.
And good in the way that
I just want. It always sounds like we have an issue with content creators, and I actually don't. But I need it to be different than the video. I don't want the video on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe we're different. This is what I'm saying. You know, when I talk about on the 2025 trends, they're like content creators. I'm like, content creators are so different to what they were 2 years ago. We're not doing the TikTok trends. We're not dancing. We're not doing the transitions. We're not doing that. That's not what we're doing for 2025. No. And beyond. It's changed. It's cinematic. It's like...
That's what I mean. I want more from content creators than just, and I don't mean just, than a not as good quality, as in physically good quality, as the video. I don't want to see the same thing. And then a month later get the videography one, just more.
I don't think it will ever be the same, but I do feel like
I don't want the same shots. They've is what I mean.
Stepped up. Yeah, I agree.
Yes. I don't want...
That's what I do find hard, when you're the photographer and videographer staging things and lighting and stuff, and then you're just there with the phone. Like, I just feel like it's a bit...
But then I love some of the stuff the content creators get, where it's a different angle. I want the angles different.
Yeah.
I want to see me from every side.
But no, this content creator... Fire, mate.
Interesting.
Fire. And the work and brand she's working with.
Oh.
But she didn't really speak. And then I messaged her. I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry I didn't speak to you, because I was like too busy running around.
Yeah.
She's like, no, like lovely. I was like, what a babe. And she got a video of me. Didn't even know about it. She tagged me in it.
Do
I
you
was
look
like, yeah. She didn't get the chins in. That's why I love her.
Do we have bitches from a bride?
You ready?
Yeah.
Bitches from a bride.
Thank
Or
you.
maybe more like help a bride. Girls, I've been following the pod since I got engaged last June, and it's been such a lifesaver. My wedding is in 5 weeks, so the winter wedding episodes were perfectly timed.
Nice.
But I need some help with speeches. I'm the last of 3 girls getting married, and my dad, bless him, loves a father of the bride speech.
Aww.
He famously took over an hour for one of my sister's weddings, and as much as I tell him he's got max 10 minutes, he just laughs it off. I've told him he'll get the mic rugby tackled off him if he doesn't keep on time, and it's probably one of my biggest worries of the day.
Aww.
Speeches are after dinner, so he won't mess up food service, but if he overruns, we basically will delay setup time for the band. First dance will be late, and the evening guests might arrive as the speeches are going on. I don't want to be too mean about it, as it's his last father of the bride speech. Any ideas, or how can I be chill about it? P.S. Holly made our rings. Thanks to you guys. Honestly, the pod has kept me sane through the crazy organising chaos.
Yay, that makes me happy.
Love Holly.
Me too. I think we should get her on an episode.
Yeah.
With stories, though.
She'll tell us.
Okay. My actual answer for this would be to get somebody to read that speech.
Mm-hmm.
So we need mum, we need a sister to read that speech and figure out what timing this is going to be. I like that the speech is already after dinner, so we're not ruining food. I'm assuming that the room that they're in is their evening room, and therefore the band can't set up.
I'd maybe have if your mum and dad are together, I'd maybe have a little word with your mum and be like,
that's what
like,
I mean. Like,
this is really like important.
I don't want to sound like a bitch, but
you need to make this happen.
This is what happens if it over. Because I was speaking to somebody about this the other day where they were talking about how long speeches will be, and I was like, you can take as long as you want, but this is what will happen. It will all run over, and then you won't be doing your first dance till 10 o'clock at night. If that's what you want, that's like absolutely fine.
I think it's awful as well. You can't stop them mid. Like it's
That's
just
what,
like,
and then I'm stood at the back like shut up.
yeah, it's tough. I think speak to mum or someone.
Mum or sister is the person to read it, but it depends if he just like kind of ad libs a little bit. But also, I'd low key be mad if his was 10 minutes and spoke for my sister for an hour.
Yeah,
you got more to speak about her, have you?
Maybe we say to him like, I'd really love a letter in the morning of the wedding.
Yes,
and say like, if you could write me a letter with like,
I haven't told you what happened the other day.
I asked you what the hell's been going on, and you didn't
didn't
tell me.
I think we actually said that to each other today.
I literally said
like, what's happened?
What's been going on?
Did we? Anyway, so I did a wedding the other day, and the dad had recorded, you know, the voiceovers walking down the aisle. The dad had a recorded one. The bride had no idea.
Cute.
So cute. I was really good, by the way. I just want to blow my own trumpet. The photographer obviously had to be in the ceremony because the bride is going to walk down the aisle. And I was like, but she hasn't heard her dad's thing. I was like, give me your camera. So I was outside ready to cue them down the aisle. And then when the voiceover thing started playing, I was taking photos of her reaction with her dad. And I was like...
Did you get some good pics?
I think so. But the thing is, whatever I've got is better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I was really quite proud of that.
You are a legend.
Aren't I? But I just...
fucking you are.
Moments like that, I'm like,
joke.
I fucking love this job.
You're a
and
joke.
I fucking love the opportunity to be able to nail it. It was so cute because I can't remember what he said. I'll try and find it. But he was saying something like, I'm so proud to walk you. Oh, it makes me cry. So proud to walk you down the aisle today. And I can't wait to hand you over to blah, 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 like all of that stuff. And she was just stood out there in that, you know, when they like wait in their line, ready to walk down the aisle, she's just stood there and she's like, what, this look at her dad. And it's him. And I'm just like, oh,
daddy issue. Love that.
I love it. I love it so much.
But
anyway, he could do, I mean, she might not want that, but there's other opportunities for him to say stuff. If you've got a videographer, you could say, Dad, you can do the voiceover on the video. Like there's 1,000,001 things apart from taking the whole day to talk in your speech.
Or if you're going to do like a dinner the night before, maybe say like, can you say a few words then?
Yeah.
Or XYZ.
Yeah. Write me a really long letter, Dad. I promise.
And then
I'll read
if he doesn't get the hint, then
yeah. Ooh.
Hopefully he's paying for the band.
We need mum or sisters to really step up here.
So we've been sent this. I haven't watched it, so I don't know what it's about.
Mate,
so it could be something weird.
Mate. Isn't that what somebody accidentally sent a
Imagine
video?
you just married the love of your life, and it's time to take pictures of this beautiful wedding that you've been planning for years. And you're like, where the hell is my husband? We need to take these pictures for our beautiful wedding. Pictures that will last us a lifetime. And then you find your husband and you realize you wish you had never found him at all, because you find him with his mother nursing on her. Yeah.
Oh. One of you sent that because you obviously listened to it from the episode.
Breastfeeding. Stop breastfeeding your mums, everybody. I have one. It's not a bitches, it's more of a question. And it's more of a question for you because I don't know the answer.
Can I play this?
Yeah.
Walk down the aisle.
Wait.
I was just thinking about all the awful songs that you could pick to walk down the aisle. Like the first thing I said when she asked me, I was like, "Catch Me If You Can" theme tune. Can you imagine?
Imagine what people could do.
I'm trying to think what the worst.
We had
I think I've had somebody do the Jaws one though, and it turned into then a song because it was funny.
We had Pitbull yesterday as they left, and I overheard the conversation. One of the venue girls was sat in there doing the music, and she was saying like Pitbull came on, and the best man was like, yeah, and then the nan looked at her like she picked the song, and she was like, "What? I didn't pick this song."
I had somebody walk into the wedding breakfast room to Highway to Hell, and I was like, fucking brilliant, because it's a great song and it's funny when it's the lyrics of it.
You had a question for me.
Sorry, it's actually a real question. After listening to last week's podcast, I'm worried about our colour choices, as we have gone with burgundy and gold and champagne gold, but I don't want it to look like Christmas in May. We have chosen the colours as the place that we are getting married at has a castle feel to it, and we wanted to have real regal rich colours as well, and I love burgundy and it matches perfectly with gold. How do I do the table decor without making it look too much like Christmas? I think I scared people by saying there are certain colours for certain months.
Okay, so it's really weird how my brain works, because what instantly came to my head was what I'm going to try and explain now. It's just, I'm very visual. I'm
blow your own trumpet,
I'm fucking good.
Give me a camera outside the thing. Give you a fucking colour theme. We're here.
So for me, like looking at this place set, and we've got like a dandelion charger plate. I'm going to show you if you're listening. I'll just drop that.
Watching.
That's got a lot of texture on and gold, which you would say that's quite Christmassy.
I agree.
Would you say that's quite a Christmassy charger plate? So for me, with the elements of gold, you need to make them less traditional. So for example, you can have like the traditional glassware with the gold rim, or you can have like a modern glassware with a gold rim.
You lost me.
So like the traditional is like curved and fluted, whereas our other style is just like slimline.
Okay,
so you've got like two different looks. One you would argue a little bit more traditional, Christmassy, and one modern. Okay, so that's the two lines you've got to go down and look when you're picking the gold elements, making sure they're not Christmassy. So for example, we got loads of different charger plates. Some you would deem I'd put more for a Christmas wedding if I was using burgundy.
Okay, so would you use these for a burgundy wedding?
Not if you don't want it Christmassy.
Okay, absolutely, so these are Christmassy.
Yeah, so these are Christmassy.
What isn't?
Just the plain gold rims.
I like today we have a gold rim glass that doesn't match then the other two glasses, but because see, look, I'm learning, because the texture on this matches those two glasses and the gold rim matches that glass, they therefore all match.
Well done. But what I would say is keeping the elements quite separate. So for example, you don't need to do a burgundy place setting, like a napkin with the gold next to it. That will make it feel Christmassy. So for example, you could do like a drenched burgundy floral centerpiece, so all different shades of burgundy in the middle, and then have your gold separate.
Okay, so gold is for individual place settings, burgundy is for the middle and the flowers and the...
For example, like your candlesticks, they don't have to be gold. They could just be glass with the burgundy candles.
So basically, we don't want gold and burgundy to touch.
That's when you make it feel Christmassy.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
So it's like green and red. When they touch each other, it's Christmas. But when they're separated, we're all right.
And the reason behind that is because that's what you associate it with.
Yeah.
Because Christmas decorations, burgundy and gold. Yeah. Christmas, red, green.
You'll hate me. Do you know what my Christmas like?
You told me.
Just no. My Christmas like tree and stuff like that. Oh. No colour. We pick a different ball every year and add it to the tree. Ours is a personality tree, but I bet yours is a style tree.
Yeah.
It's good. There's two totally. We all pick a Christmas ball every year. So it's fucking. We've got. I don't know that this year I've already seen the one I want. It's in Tesco. It's a lobster. Like that's the sort of shit I put on my Christmas tree.
I just can't get on board.
But my tablescape will look nice. I do make my table look nice.
Yeah, but I can't get on board with a lobster on a Christmas tree.
It's cute, yeah, but
you're not learning. I thought you were a grown woman now.
No, it's still got personality. I ain't grown it that much, hon. You're also
Stop
changing.
Pointing at me.
You are changing as well because you are starting to find your little personality in there and pop your personality out, aren't you?
I've always had my personality.
You've just kept it like this.
My personality is still black and white.
No, but you just hidden, and now you're letting out little pops of gold,
what?
aren't you? Well, the fact that you've got not black trousers on today.
I mean, it's still neutral.
Yeah, but it's not black.
My nails.
Your nails aren't
Yeah,
black
but
or white.
I'm the traditional, right? Literally saw a TikTok, and it was like,
What was your voice? I saw a
I
TikTok.
literally was crying. It was like public service announcement to all the girls who are really easily influenced online. Show me your nail color, and she went like that, and I was like, this. And Jack was like, you are literally that girl.
That's what I mean. You are. See, you call me trendy. Well, you didn't call me trendy. You called me faddy, and you're the same.
No,
You're led by online. TikTok tells you to get it, you get it.
trendy online though.
Yeah, but what other people tell you, that's what makes it trendy.
It makes me laugh because I've got one of my clients I did the wedding and recently did a brand event for her. She's a big influencer, and like it literally makes me laugh. She messaged me the other day about something. I was like, I feel like a freak because I've just sent her a TikTok of her new H&M haul into my girls group chat, and I'm like, she knows I'm talking about her. And it's like when I meet her, I'm like, I can't wear this because she's recommended. So even
all my clothes are hers.
Even these basic H&M tops that she did a post about, and I was like, well, I can't wear that to our appointment. She's gonna think I stalk her.
You do.
But I am very. Do you know what it is? I'm a lazy gal because you know what? When I do online shopping, I can't be bothered to trail through. I go on all their TikToks and pick which ones I like. I'm like, yeah, perfect, like that.
Interesting. Don't you think it's so weird how different personalities exist?
Well, I was baffled about the food thing. People are like, oh, Beth's got really weird quirks. And I was like, guys, I thought this is like pretty normal.
I would say it's a 50-50 split of people eating
Yeah.
all their food bits individually and then all together.
So then...
But it's the same. I want to put the Christmas tree clip out then. Are you a Christmas tree person where everything matches and the whole colour scheme is done together? Or are you like me and it's just like personality and this is the little bauble from Isla's first Christmas and this is the bauble that says Mr. and Mrs. Mitchell and this is the lobster that I bought this year?
I'm okay with that in like the kids' bedroom, but not in my...
Fuck off.
Not at my...
Guess what's in Isla's bedroom?
Holy grail front room Christmas.
No, because a front room is family. Oh, have you seen the TikToks that... We were supposed to finish this episode, but I've gone on. Have you seen the TikToks that are on about living room kids? Were you a kid that played in the living room or did you play in your bedroom?
Both.
Yeah, but people are like, all the people that are now having children and their kids are all playing in the living room, they're like, oh my God, I'm triggered by the fact that there was living room kids that weren't allowed to play in the living room.
I did have a playroom.
Oh, all right, la-di-da.
Did have a playroom.
I had a music room.
All right, la-di-da.
Should I tell you what was in the music room? A piano.
Oh,
And my dad's little drum kit that he never ever used once in his whole life.
All right, la-di-da.
That does sound la-di-da.
I think I did. Well, I remember, again, this is very weird. We like even opening presents as kids, me and my brother were very different. My brother just ripped everything open. I opened it all individually. And then I'd set up all my toys and my presents like a
shrine.
Shop front.
Yeah.
So
me and Brian, so Isla sets her stuff up like I set my stuff up. We set it up together. He wants to fucking put it away the next day. And I'm like, no, hun, that stays there for like a week so that anybody coming over, you'd be like, this is what I got. These are all my stuff. That's what happens. It's same for birthday presents.
No, you put them away.
Straight away?
No, I like to like take them in maybe for a day and then I put them away.
A couple of days they get to sit there to be like, this is my haul.
What other quirks?
I don't know. I can't think of any. I'm trying to... me and Brian are so polar opposite because he grew up in a different country. Our whole like...
But I also do think it's so weird. Like, I don't think you realise how different you are. Like, I think when wedding planning, you'll realise how different you were brought up. And when you're talking about families, how different you'd be like, my mum wouldn't care about that, or my mum would care about that.
Yes.
Like, it's so...
You've got to have these conversations.
Weird.
Ours is more from when you have a child. Because you're like, no, we open our stockings like fucking first thing. Is it, Brian, did you want to wait and like, did you used to open presents after dinner?
I know some people that did that. Like,
Fuck
fuck that.
off.
I was sat at the top of the stairs like, has Santa been?
Hey, I was in my brother's bed from 5 a.m. waiting to go into the thing, and then from 6 we were allowed into my
You'd
mum
go
and dad's
get your
bedroom,
brother and be like,
fucking stocking on my back.
Yeah.
After dinner, you joking?
I think that's child abuse if you make them wait.
After fucking dinner, don't be so just grow up. I want to open everything. I want to be disappointed by 9 a.m. that I've got nothing left to open.
And it's like you have to have something to play with on Christmas Day. Like there has to be like 3 toys that
and
are like
I hope
Christmas
you've already
Day
put batteries
toys.
in it, Dad, because otherwise...
And you always have new pajamas on Christmas Eve.
Yeah. So we do either a Christmas Eve box, and every year it's got stuff for that night, and then the following morning, we're ready. We're ready.
Are we, Brian?
I've just made Brian do all my stuff, basically.
Yeah.
What were your Christmases like, Brian?
We didn't have traditions or anything. We should just have presents and have food. It was genuinely wasn't that.
What did you eat?
Special of a day.
I'm going to describe Christmas as like weddings, because I get envious of other people's Christmas Day sometimes. You know, when you've got like, I think when my parents split up, it was very different for me because it was like we weren't all at the same house. So it was like, we had to go to my nan's or blah, blah, blah. And you see people who've got small families, and then you see people that have got like all 20 of them matching
Matching fucking pajamas.
games night all night.
Yeah.
And then you're used to, okay,
Now I've got to go
presents,
over
Christmas
someone else's
dinner,
house. Yeah.
and then watch EastEnders. Like Christmas days are Christmas Day special.
Fuck off.
But like it's very different, isn't it?
Yeah,
how people
yeah.
live their lives, and I think that's what you get with weddings as well. Like, and that's what you compare, because I think a lot of people are envious of other people's Christmas
But
days.
you couldn't have it anyway, even if you wanted to. You
Yeah.
can't buy that. It's the same for the wedding. You can't buy. I looked at that London wedding, and they're all sat on. I haven't got that many friends to be able to make that vibe. I'm not a London city gal that can make that vibe, and I'm envious of their wedding because it's fucking phenomenal. But I can't have that. I can't make that. It doesn't work.
So yeah,
I'm okay with mine.
that's my dissection of Christmas. I fucking love Christmas.
What did you eat, Brian? Roast dinner?
No.
Barbecue.
Barbecue food, yeah.
Vile. Not for me, that.
I love a barbecue.
Not on Christmas Day. Come on.
I
But you've got to remember, in South Africa, it's literally boiling hot.
I would like to go away for Christmas.
I've agreed to Brian that we will go to South Africa one Christmas, but it's my worst nightmare.
Why?
I love my Christmas Day.
You're quite patriotic, I think.
100%.
You're very you like love. You love
I love
England.
it.
You love coming back home.
I love my life. It's gone very deep. But then my mum and dad split up when I was older, so then that was actually really hard because what I pictured Isla having was not what we had. Different.
There we go.
So we've had to learn and grow. Never mind. We'll talk about Christmas in another episode.
What we do need to do is a summer episode. People are asking spring and summer.
Yeah, we can't do it yet, guys.
No, people want it now because the spring galleys are planning.
I've sent you the fucking list of things and it's on there, and not once did you go, that's too late.
You sent it me yesterday when I was at a wedding.
Right. Did you have a look to say?
No. When have I had time, love?
What did you do last night?
I am allowed my evenings off. I am working and I'm growing on myself.
Growing on yourself?
I am allowed my evenings off.
All right. Okay. Let's end that episode. Let's get ready for 2025 trends, because that is your next week's episode.
Ooh.
Be prepared. Be ready.
Get your notebook.
Get notebooks out. And again, you're allowed to disagree, guys. You don't have to see a trend and think I have to do it. Okay, but it's your opinions that we want. Thanks everybody. Brian, what do you want to tell everyone? Go on, you get to end.
Please remember.
No. Gonna need far more energy, far more excitement, far more love than that. Love.
Everybody, please, can you like, subscribe, share, leave comments on iTunes in particular? We're trying to get to 1,000 reviews on iTunes. We're at like nearly 400. So come on, people. Let's make it
I was
happen.
expecting him to say 980.
No.
We're nearly at nothing.
No.
I don't listen on iTunes.
Does anyone?
I don't. This is what I mean.
Well, yeah, enough for 400 people to leave a written review.
That's very. We're ignoring the fact that 400 is a lot.
We just live our different lives. This is
This
what I mean.
is what
I'm
I mean.
so different. Like Android, iPhone users.
Guys. It's the end of the episode.
Sorry. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
This is why we take Brian's mic away.